Good evening, everyone, and you're all welcome to today's session on our Power BI class. It's a wonderful thing to have you all in class from everywhere you're all joining. The last time we were in class, we discussed about the what did we do? We started the DAX measures, right? And we were able to bring about the um, we built the foundation for DAX. And tonight we are going to conclude on that. We are going to finish the dark story and we're going to build the measures that is going to be able to tell us exactly what is happening at the moment, right? We're going to build the measures that tells us how things are changing over time. We're going to build the measures that tells us who is performing best at every level of the hospital. Are you following? So by the end of tonight's class, or by the end of this session, our measures table is going to be complete, right? So that by Thursday, we're going to open the canvas and we're going to start building the actual dashboard, right? So tonight is that last session before the visual work begins. And we need to make sure we make tonight count. Are you following me, everybody? Can I get a confirmation and everyone can hear me loud and clear? Good. Martha said I should be calming down. Okay. I'm calm. Oh. I am very, very calm. Now, let's talk about before we write a single talk tonight, right? Like I told you, I'm going to be working on time intelligence and the RANKX function tonight, right? And before now, we've been able to do all this. We started with the total revenue. We also did total visits. We also did the average bill per visit. We also did the total patients, inpatient, outpatient, average LOS, and the patient outcome rate. We were able to do all that last class. Now, for what you're going to be doing tonight, one of the most important things is that our date table is marked as a date table. And they've already done that already. Because what we are doing tonight is actually dependent on the time intelligence, right? And the time intelligence is only can only make sense if and when your what your there's a dedicated date table that is marked as date table. Are you following? So if you have not done that, go back to the last two classes that we did and mark your date table as the date table in table tools. Good. So now tonight we are going to be working on um we're going to be working on your two block basically, right? We're going to be creating 5 measures um on the time intelligence, right? Revenue year to date, visit prior year, visit year on year growth, percentage, revenue prior month, all these things we're going to be doing it, right? Because these measures are going to be there to track our revenue and the visit trends across the 3-year data set. Now, then once we are done with the time intelligence side of things, we're going to go into the rank X. So the rank X, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be ranking, right? The measures to answer questions like who is the top performing doctor, the diagnosis being done the most, the top performing zone across different things. So after we've done both blocks, we might do an activity for us to answer all our analytical questions that we have built, the one that we did, that we wrote down in our stuff. All the measures we are building tonight and the one we did before should be able to answer them already. Now, if all of you are noticing what I am doing to you, you will see that we have even answered all the questions before we started building the dashboard. If you notice, we have already done all the distance, the DAX and everything. Unlike before, when most of you thought the first thing to do is to start putting what's it called? You start doing canvas. You already have all your answers first. And once you have all those answers, then you can now build something around them. You have a way that they look. You already know how it will look like. You already have all those things. Then when you're doing your wireframing and everything, it makes life very, very what? Very, very easy for you. Are you following me, everybody? Are you following me? Perfect. So now let's go to the time intelligence, right? Time intelligence. So the time intelligence, there are measures that are going to allow us to put our data on a timeline. The time intelligence are a group of these are the DAX or the measures that we are going to use to answer questions about the trends of what has happened across the years. What happened in 2023, what happened in 2024, what happened in 2025, all of that. We are going to be doing that now. But the first thing is I will still iterate on your dim date table. It is very, very important because majority of the DATs that we are going to be working with now, like for the ones you are seeing on the screen, they all require Power BI to know which table is the most important table for time intelligence. Are you following? Because without you marking the date table, right, Power BI has to guess. And when it is guessing, it is just going to be doing, it will be going to this, because if you look at it, like two or three, or what if two or three of your data sets might have your tables might have dates. So this time around, you can go to one table. This time around, you can go to another table. But when we have a dedicated one, it goes directly to that one. Are you following? Because there's going to be, like I told you, there's always going to be an answer, right? And that answer or the outcome might be an error, and you might not know. That is why it is important that you do what you are supposed to do. Think about it this way. For example, we have a DAX measure called same period last year. If same period last year returns data from a wrong period, your year-on-year growth percentage will surely show you a number. It will look like it is working, but then it will be comparing the wrong months. So when you're not presenting to your stakeholder, the wrong month is going to be wrong, and they are giving wrong data, and you will not know. Most of the time they may not know, except for people that they know the data in their mind. Are you following me? And this is very worse than an error, because you will not even know that what you are doing is wrong at all. That is why it is important, it is imperative that you have your dedicated date table and you mark that date table as date table, and it is a very good insurance policy. It will cost you just 10 seconds, and it will prevent hours and hours of debugging later on. Is that understood, everybody? On the reason why we must mark date table now. Perfect. Now let's proceed. Now let's start with the first one that we're going to be doing on our time intelligence measures now. So let's go back to our table. Please, can I get the confirmation that everybody can see my screen? Can you see my Power BI screen? Good. Now, on this screen now, we're about to talk about the revenue YTD, right? Now, revenue YTD, what does that mean? I want somebody to tell me what revenue YTD means. Oh yeah, 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 don't be shy. What does the YTD in revenue YTD means?
Why to do year to date, sir?
YTD is year till date. So when you say revenue YTD, what does it mean?
That's total revenue from the beginning of the year or something.
Don't put or something. Be sure of what you want to say. Like I told you, you must understand what it is that you are doing. Total revenue It's different from revenue YTD. Yes, go ahead, Gladys.
Hello, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Gladys. How are you? Have you done your assignment?
Yes, on to the next one.
But you've not showed it to me.
Um, I was quite busy yesterday. I
Okay,
forgot
oh,
to drop it.
now so.
Send
When
it.
you are telling, give me the answer to this one.
RTD is revenue till date.
Mm-hmm. And why is it important?
It helps us to calculate the revenue from the beginning to the current date.
When you hear year till date, what does that mean? I want to know if I'm not sure of the level of exposure that you have to data or to management, but when they say year till date, what does it mean? Go ahead now. What you talk?
Yet in date, you should talk about from the first day that record was taken till the last date on the data set.
Mm. Are you sure? Inception to
Yes,
date.
sir.
Okay, okay. Who else again?
It will be the beginning of a particular year up to the particular date that you want.
Perfect. That is the perfect answer to that question. Year till date means the beginning of the year till date. The revenue from the beginning of the year, not the beginning of the data set. That's why there's a difference between total revenue and revenue YTD. Remember, in our measure, we have already done total revenue. If you say you want to know the total revenue of everything, that is total revenue. Revenue YTD means at any point in time, right? You want to know your revenue for that year that you are currently on. You would use revenue YTD, year till date. That is from January 1 of that year till whatever day it is, maybe 10th of August 2026. Of if it is January 2026, if it's 2026 you are working with. Are you following me, everybody? So there are some terminologies that you might not be familiarized with. That is why I am bringing those terminologies up now. Are you following me? So that you understand how it works. So now let's build it now. So wait, do we understand the difference between total revenue and revenue year to date now? If so, I want somebody to raise their hand and tell me what they understand by it now before I proceed. Yes, go ahead. Promise.
Okay, for total revenue, it's basically like from this data set, you have three 2022, 2024. So it's the 3 years, that's the total revenue from the beginning of the business till the date. And for revenue year to date, we're talking about the current year. Okay, we're in 2026, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Mm-hmm.
you're saying revenue year to date, it will be from January 1st, 2026 to, let's say, today, which is 11th of August. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Winnie, tell us.
Yeah, mine is similar to that of Promise. Total revenue is when you calculate everything, like the whole time period that you had, like the 3 years. You get the total revenue of the all 3 years, from the year one to year three. You get the total revenue of all the three. But when we say the revenue for year till date, it means that you get the revenue from the time the year began to the time where you are currently. For
To the
example,
month.
if it's from Jan to June, if you are in June, then it means that it's from January to June.
Thank you very much. Now I'm happy that we
That's
are all
what I've
getting.
understood.
Yes, perfect. So now let us build it up. Now, so how do I build up a measure, new measure, right? And we are working on revenue YTD. I'm very sure some of you will be seeing all this revenue YTD, but you don't understand what it means. And that is why I want to make sure that I iterate it in class. So, what is the revenue YTD? There is a DAX for that already. And that DAX is called total YTD. See it here. Total YTD. Because we have already set our table as a date table. Remember, we have a dedicated date table. That's why we can have this. See, we have not just total YTD, we also have total MTD. Now, what does total MTD mean? Anybody want to give it a try? What do you think total MTD would be?
To be month to date.
Month to date. Now, what would that mean?
Yes.
Total month to date. So what would month to date? What does month to date mean?
The particular, let's say we're in August, so we can say from 1st of August to
Till
11th of
now.
August. I don't
Thank
know,
you
I'm
very
just saying.
much. Do you see how it is important,
Yes.
everybody? They also have total quarter to date, total week to date, now total year to date. So that is what. Now look at it. It's a DAX function. It has your expression and your filter. Now it's also have filter and your date. It also have filter context in case you want to filter based on something else. But we're not doing that yet. So you can see say evaluate the specified expression of the interval which begins on the first day of the year. Look at it. On the what? First day of the year and ends with the last day in the specific date column or in your evaluation context that you have provided. So you can see, I've explained what evaluation context, row context, all these things. I've done extensive classes on that for you already. So now, what is our expression? Our expression now is the total revenue that we have done. But this total revenue, comma, what is our date? Our date now is the date table. So what do we call it? We call it date, right? So our date is date. This one, simple. Now the remaining ones, when you see stuffs in square bracket like this, it means they are not important. They are not always important, but without the square bracket, the ones without are very, very important. So what are we going to do now? We're going to close the bracket and we're going to say okay, and that is just what's going on. What's going on? Row number this. What's this? What does that mean? The date cannot be found. Did we not
That is
use the
the date.
dates? Have we not made it this
We didn't
already?
fix the
Why is it crying?
Let me see it again. Where is it?
Why is it crying?
Hold on.
Bugando.
Give me a moment. Dates. Please mute your microphone now.
What's
Done
happened to that
already.
now?
Calendar option. Mark as date table. Oh, okay. Yes, okay. It's there now. Done. Oh, I didn't write the DAX properly. Let's write it again. What do we call the DAX again? New measure, right?
revenue wide to date.
Revenue
Yes,
YTD.
sir.
Revenue underscore YTD. YTD. So what are we doing? We're using total YTD of our total revenue, comma, dates, dates, yeah, dates now. The revenue YTD is already used for a measure in the visit table. The visit table, which visit table again? Wahala. delete. Delete from model. Yes. Good. Where's my measure? Ah, God. Revenue YTD, because we need everything to be in the same place. Revenue YTD equals to what? Total YTD tab, total revenue, total revenue, comma, date, close bracket, enter. That should work now. Perfect. So that is it. The name of the table is date. We have to refer to the column date, right? Not just the table alone. So that is how we do that. Can everybody still hear me? And you will see what I've done. So now let's see it's working. Is there still space for us to use here? There's no space. So let's go to the page. So how do we see it's working? Let's want to build a matrix, right? A matrix table. I'm going to pick revenue YTD. We have only one result there. That's the value. So I'm going to put the month name from date. Now print the month name on one side. So we can put the month name on rows. Now put the total revenue as value. Total revenue. So why is our revenue YTD? Why is it empty? It's going to be identical. Is there a filter going up somewhere? Okay, I'm coming. Why is it blank? It's not meant to be blank now. Why is it blank? Something is wrong. Something is wrong somewhere. It's not meant to be blank. So why is it blank? What's going on? Why is it blank? Why is it blank? Why is it blank? Okay, let me do something. Let me pick a year filter and make it in paper like this. And I want it to show data settings, vertical list. Perfect. Okay, so now to choose the year. Aha, do you see that, everybody? Do you see that it's showing now? Do you see that it's showing now? So can somebody tell me why it is not showing before? Can somebody tell me why? Okay, promise, I raise your hand. Do you want to ask a question?
Sorry, that was before. I've
Oh,
lowered my
okay.
hand. Sorry.
Now, do you know why it is not showing everybody? Anybody knows why it's not showing? Now, what does this? Can we see this? Let me make this thing big so that we can see. Now, what does this value mean? This 61,000 million. What does it mean? Can anybody guess what it means, or tell me what it means? Anybody? Don't be shy. We are already 40 minutes into this class, and I've done only one. We've done only one. Oh. What does this 61 million mean? It's very simple now. We are seeing it now. Why is nobody talking? Are we all tired? Or is it that
It's
is the tax
total
is the
sales
tax
for the
difficult?
month of April
Total sales for the month of April. It has not finished.
across the years.
Across the years. Do you see it, everybody? Do you see it across the years? But now, when we now pick 2023, it shows us for only each and every of the years. So now we are going to do something now. We are going to, first of all, let's quickly do something. Revenue Y today, we are going to give it a way, not percentage, please. So I'm going to give it a currency so that we'll have this thing, Nigerian Yoruba. So let's pick it again. Good. That's one. Also, let's quickly go back to our date table. Is our date properly sorted in our date table? Our month name, where is month name? Month name is supposed to be sorted by month number, right? Perfect. So let's go back here. Good. So we have January to December now. 2023. Good. So everything 2023, 2024. Now who can tell me what's going on here? Look at 2023. Look at revenue YTD and total revenue. Like I said, we are not rushing. We need to understand what is going on. If you don't understand what is going on, you will not know what you are doing. Now look at this result. Come and tell me what is going on. Ooh, what do you notice? What do you think is going on?
Everything is the same, both for both revenue, YTD and total revenue.
Are you sure? Are you sure that it's the same? It's not the same. Oh. Look at it. What is going on?
Okay, wait, it's not. Okay, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Hmm.
But Mr. Buckley, sorry, what is YTD year to date?
Because you came late now, we've already explained it perfectly.
Sorry.
Yes, YTD means year to date. Oh yeah, for those of us that were here before when we explained YTD, Martha, Amina, Gladys, what are you seeing in the results? What does it mean?
Yeah. Is it that the total revenue and revenue yet till date for
Mm-hmm.
January is the same?
Yes, it's the same. Yes, and there's a reason why it's the same in
Yeah,
January. But go on. Yes, I'm with you. Continue.
it is the same. So, but the rest they are not. The rest of the other months are not the same.
Yes. So why? What's going on?
I could say that the one for Jan, what I know is that revenue till date, year
Uh-huh.
till date cannot be the same as total revenue.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Oh, the answer is right in front of you. Remember, all of you should remember the definition that we gave. Are you following? So you need to calm down and look at it very, very well. What is going on here? If you cannot understand this small thing, you will not understand what we call time intelligence. This is the
Okay,
most
sir, I
simplest.
understand. I think I understand now, sir.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, what do you understand
For
now?
the revenue YTD,
Yes,
if we say from January will be from maybe January 1st to 31st, then
yes.
February will count from January to February. So it will
Mm-hmm.
increase, then
Uh-huh.
keep going like that.
And if you keep going like that, revenue wise today is cumulative.
Yes, okay.
Do you understand everybody now? Gladys, Abdullah,
Yes.
Iyanu, Joel, Judy. So when you
Yes,
add
sir. We
24
understood.
million, 24 million, that is the base. For the month of January, we started with 24 million. That is total revenue in 2023, like I picked. Now, in February, we made 19 million. But our total revenue why today in February is the 24 million in January plus the 19 million in February. That was the 44 million. Are you seeing it now? In March, we made 20 million, right? But our revenue YTD for March is our 20 million plus the 44 million. That gives us this. So if you go down, you will see that in December we scored 259 million, and that is also the total amount in December. As at December, 259, 259. That is what time intelligence does for you. So if you want to filter properly, you want to do something, you will know how to get all those things done. You want to start doing quarter by quarter. Instead of you to be saying, is it equal to this plus this? You just make sure you have your date table done properly for you, and you're going to get the distance very well. Is that understood? Please, do we understand the revenue YTD now, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now let's continue. So we've done revenue YTD, and I believe that we all understand what we've been able to do, right? Now let's go to what? Let's go to year-on-year growth. That's the next one. Year-on-year growth in terms of visits. Year-on-year visit growth. Now, from the name, year-on-year visit growth. What do we make up of that name? When we hear year-on-year visit growth, what does it mean to you? Anybody?
I would say comparing different years, like like comparing different years, it grows.
Comparing different year, the growth. Okay. Who else?
The trend of growth.
The trend of growth. Okay. So what this measure is for us to do the year-on-year growth. So we can call it visits prior year, or we can start by first doing our visits prior year, because year-on-year growth is the change of visits per year. How many people came this year? How many people came next year? The growth, right? Now, but before we do that, we cannot just go directly to building it without even knowing what is the growth of the prior year, what is the visit of the year before. Are you following me? So that is why we are going to start with visit prior year first. Now, what will visit prior year do for us? The visit prior year will return the number of people that visited for the same period in the previous year. So, for example, if we pick any month in, let's say, 2024, it will return the same month for 2023. That is, those that visited in 2023 and those that visited in that month in 2023 versus those that visited in that month in 2024. Are you following, to compare them? So for if you now pick 2025, right, as the year, and you do visit prior year, the prior year of 2025 is what? 2024. So look at the visit of 2024, then relate it to that of 2025. So how do we go about it? Um, New measure. So we call it visit prior year. What am I writing? Visit prior year. So what would this one do for us? We're going to say calculate. Calculate what? What is the expression? The expression, what is the expression going to be? We already have total visits.
Total visit.
Good. Total visits and comma, what will be the filter? So the filter this time around is a new that we learned today, which is called same period last year. Same period last year. Then our date table. So it is the that, it is this same period last year that is going to do the filtering for us. It will compare the dates for us. Are you following me? You're going to see it in action. Don't worry, you'll soon see it now. Let's be writing our DAX properly. Mhm, mhm. Now, and that's all. So the filter argument is what? The date. So whatever date you pick, what is it going to do? It will filter based on the current date and the year before. So let's pick enter. So that is our visit prior year. So let's do it this way. We're going to come here now. We're going to Control C, Control V. But this time around, we will not use the revenue. Let's remove this. I'm going to pick total visits and visit prior year. Can we see it now? Because I choose 2024, the total visits in 2024 is all of this. The visit prior year, what does this visit prior year mean? Which year is this, everybody? Which year is that?
Previous year,
What is the previous year?
2023.
2023. So these are the people that visited 2023. So if I choose 2025 now, what happens? Do you see that for 2025 now, it has changed? These are the people that came in 2025. These are the people that came in 2024. Please, are we seeing it? You get it? Are we following everybody? But if I pick 2023, what do we think will happen? Why is there no value in visit prior year?
Because that's the starting year.
Because before 2023. Do you understand? Do you understand, everybody? Good. Now, this is visit prior year. But what we want is year-on-year growth, isn't it? So how do we now do year-on-year growth? To do year-on-year growth is a new measure. We say what? Year-on-year growth in percentage is actually equal to year-on-year growth in percentage is equal to what? If you want to do it on paper, how are we going to do it on paper? If you want to do it on paper, how are we going to do it on paper? Let me hear from you, my data professionals. Let me put 2024 is the perfect way to do it. Oh yeah, tell me. I want to know year-on-year growth between this one and this one. How will I do it on paper? Because if you can do it on paper, you can write the DAX. Oh yeah. How will I do it? If I want to do it on paper, I want to know the percentage growth from year to year. You are making my
We
class
can do
passive, but you know I don't
maybe
like passive classes.
2020
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go on.
total visit for 2023 divide by no 2024 divide by 2023 then multiply by 100. Oh, no,
So
sorry.
the total visit minus the visit of the prior year, isn't it?
Yes.
Continue now. You're not done yet. We remember we are doing percentage growth. So we are doing it. It will be the year, the current year minus the prior year divided by the prior year. Do you
It's
understand?
division, not minusing.
No, you first minus. You will
You
do
first minus, then you divide.
2024 minus 2023 divided by
2023.
2023. Do you understand? 2024, what is
That will
happening
come
now?
again.
2024, that is 482 minus 474 divided by 474. That is what you are going to use as that is your um percentage growth.
Then you multiply by 100,
No,
right?
we don't need to multiply by 100. We'll just format as percentage. That takes it to 100 for us.
Okay. Okay.
So let's do it together. So what means is that what we are going to divide. What are we dividing? What will be the numerator? The
Total visit.
numerator,
The current year.
the total visit, which is the current year, minus what? The total visit minus
The
the
previous
visit
year.
the previous year,
The
which is what?
previous year.
Visit prior year, that's denominator, comma. So let's put that in its own bracket,
Then visit period,
comma. Then what is going to be the denominator? The denominator is going to be the visit
visit
prior year.
period.
Are you following me? Then comma 0. In case we have any issue, we put 0 there. This is what we're going to have. So let me make this down, make it readable. Let's make this readable.
Uncle, what's the zero for?
The 0 is that if there is a 0, you know that if you divide anything by 0 is infinity or something like that, and it's error. So instead of you to throw error, it will return 0 for you. Do you understand?
Okay, sir.
That's how we use divide. That's why we don't use the straight away. You know, I could have just done is equal to, instead of putting divide, I could have just written this directly straight away with using the slash this thing. But when you have 0 error, you will not be able to correct it. That's how we use divide instead. Is that okay for everybody? They will say enter. So that is your year on year growth. So what are we going to do now? We are just going to, before I format as percentage, I want you to see it in action. So I'll bring it here now, and I'll bring year on year growth into it. So when I bring year on year growth into it, can you see the year on year growth? Can we all see the year on year growth? You can take your calculator and try to do it, but we want it in percentage. So since we want it in percentage, what are we doing? We'll go back and we'll do what? We'll just click on percentage here. So we'll click on this as percentage. If we go back to it now, you will see that it's now showing as percentage. This is our total visit itself. It's showing somehow. Let's total visit again. Beg zero days in that place. I don't want this in that place. Do we all see it now? Do you see that we did not disturb ourselves writing too much calculation or anything? We already know this is the importance of time intelligence. So if I pick 2025 now, can you see that we have a result too? But if I pick 2023, will we have results? No, because everything will return as 0 for us because this is divided by 0 now. In 2026, no. You can see we have result for 2026 because we don't have any visit yet in 2026. But the year prior of 2026, we had the results. You can see. Aha! So those are some things that you need to take note as you are working. It makes life easier for you. Please, is there any question so far? Is there any question so far, my people? Any question so far?
So
Please,
I have
can
a
we?
question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
It's not really a serious question. So, as a data analyst, are we supposed to have all these measures or formulas and everything now?
What did you say?
I'm just saying, like, as a data analyst, are we? Is it like as a practice that we as data analysts must have all these formulas? Like, I don't need to write anything down. Maybe somebody will ask, "How do you get it? How do you get it?" So
I
I,
didn't, I
I I
didn't,
should
I
be able
didn't,
to, just.
I didn't get the question. I didn't get the
I'm
question.
saying as
Oh,
a
sorry.
data analyst,
Yes,
we're
as a
supposed to
data
have like maybe over 80-90% of all these dark measures or formulas or everything in our head. Like
in our
we should
head.
be able to know it. Like
Yeah, you don't really
yes,
need
sir.
to know it. Knowing it will make life easier for you, right? Are you following me? There are some basic ones that you need to know. Just like when you're working with Excel, do you need to memorize is equal to sum?
No, sir.
No. Why do you not need to memorize it? Because you just know that you must use is equal to
So
sum.
it's the fact.
So the same thing for this ones too. Do you get it?
Yes,
So
sir.
you don't need to memorize everything. There was a document I shared to you one time. I don't know if you still remember. That document has all the DAX measures, especially for time intelligence. I remember I shared the document with you.
Yes,
It has
yes, sir.
time intelligence,
Yes,
so
yeah,
you can
I have it.
always, yes, you can always be going to that document to see review, go document just to review. Oh, this is what this one does, this is the meaning, this is what this one does, this is the meaning. So you can see it. Now I have given that document. Even me, I didn't open the document. I already did it for you and send it all of you. I don't even remember what is there, but I know I give you that document. But me, I know what me I'm doing
Yes, it did.
because I've already familiarized myself with all these things. Do you understand now? So that is how you write this
Yes,
that.
sir.
Good. Any other question? So let's go back to our slide. So we've done the year-on-year growth, right? So we've done this already. So the next thing for us to now do is for us to go to the next what's it called? For us to go to the next one, which is the month-on-month revenue. So how do we work on the month-on-month revenue? We want to know month-on-month revenue. So what does month-on-month revenue mean? Month
Comparing the revenue between months.
between months, right? So the third and fourth intelligence measures that we're going to be doing now, that'll be the fourth and fifth rather, is we're going to do the revenue prior month and the revenue month on month percentage. Now, we want to do the revenue prior month in our instance now. To bring this up here, to bring this up here. I looked at the video recording from this screen. It was very nice online. So that's why I decided to start using this screen instead of my bigger screen. That bigger screen makes that thing small a bit. So this screen makes it perfect for watching. I don't know. I never knew that before until I sat and watched myself too. So what we want to do now is we want to know month on month. So let's start with revenue prior month. What is revenue prior month going to do for us? So revenue prior month, control A, revenue prior month. This time around, what would this one do for us? We cannot use same period last year because same period last year is based on year. Do you understand? Because you want to control exactly what period you want to shift by. So instead, what are we going to use? We are going to use DATEADD for that. So watch what I'm about to do. So revenue per month, we are going to also use our mighty calculate. But our expression is going to be our total revenue, which is what we want to filter on, comma. But what do you want to filter on? We want to filter on the date. So we're going to use DATEADD like this. Are you following me? Now, what is the date? The date is our date, like this, comma. Now, the next one is what is our number of interval? Number of interval, since you are doing prior month, 1 month before. So we say -1. Are you following me? -1, comma. Then we choose our distance, month. This is how you do, what do we call it? This is how you work on prior month revenue. So you start with the total revenue, then use your date add. Are you following? Use your what? Use your date add. Your date add allows you to move between given set of dates by specified interval. So what's our interval now? We want to move prior month, month on month, the previous month and this month, the previous month and this month, the previous month and this month. Are you following me? So that is our revenue prior month formula. So you can see how I was able to break it down for you and explain it. I could have written all this code. All of us could write this code with ChatGPT or with cloud and everything like most of you are doing. I don't want to mention name, but Gladys knows what I'm talking about. So if they are telling you to come and explain your code, you should be able to explain yourself properly. And that is why I say I will not come and write a GPT code or anything for you. Are you following? You need to understand how all these things, how they work together. Because if you don't understand it, you will not understand what it is that you are doing. You'll just be taking everything hook, line, and center. So when we do this now, we can say, okay, enter. Is our calculate No, calculate it remains one bracket. Good. Enter. So now let's take it back to our intelligence now. So let's come here. So let's bring what's the next one now? Which one did we do now? We did revenue what? We built revenue
Prior
prior
month,
months. Good. Okay, let me remove it from here. Let me bring it to this place. Let me bring it to this revenue table. Revenue prior month. So I'm going to show you something now. I'm going to look at it together. So our revenue prior month is showing like this. We don't want it to show like this. So let's click on it. Let's make it in what? In Naira. And that makes sense automatically. Now, I want somebody to tell me what is going on. We are working on revenue prior month, isn't it? We said revenue prior month, isn't it, everybody? Oh God, how will I do this thing? Okay, let me reduce it. What is this one? Delete it. This is covering something from here. I'll bring this one here. I'll bring this one like this. Oh yeah, now I want everybody to look at this revenue prior month table. What is it telling you? What is it telling you? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Don't tell me you don't know.
Is okay. Let me say it's 2023 monthly revenues.
Are you sure? Look at the total.
20,
This is
2024.
so now take it one, two, three. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Let me rearrange it so that you will understand something. Let me do total revenue first. No, 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 it's probably arranged, sir. It's probably arranged. I know you don't, yeah, it's probably arranged. Yeah, tell me what this table is telling you. Take your time, look at it, don't rush. I'm not rushing, but we are going to finish what I want to do today. So, but take your time. Oh yeah, look at it. What is it telling you? Nobody knows. Ah, my student, my wonderful, powerful student. It's very simple now. Look at it now. Abi, we are not seeing the screen. Or you don't understand what it is that we are doing. Talk to me now.
So
Okay, sir.
which formula did you use to get the revenue per month?
We just did the formula now. Oluchi. This is the formula here. Calculate total revenue, date add. And I explained what it is to you. Madam Judith. Madam Judith. Madam Judith.
Hi, good evening. I'm really today I have a problem. I'm not connected to my device. I'm really struggling to follow what is
Okay,
going on.
okay. Because
Uh,
your microphone is on, that's why I was calling you. Do you want to respond
oh,
to the question?
I don't even know if I got the question correct. You asking about
I'm
revenue
asking
per
about
month?
what this table is showing you now. What do you understand by this
Oh,
table?
the entire table. The entire
Yes,
table.
yes.
Oh, it is giving a breakdown
Mm-hmm.
for okay, like for the first column,
Yes,
or revenue year till date.
yes.
So, it is giving a breakdown for the different months
Okay.
within. I can't even see the entire screen, the entire table.
I'll make it bigger. Okay, let someone else try.
No, I'm using the phone. I
And
have a problem with my
zoom in,
system today.
zoom in on your phone. Zoom in on your phone. You can zoom in on your phone. You want to see the table.
Just a minute. I'm trying to do that. It is minimizing the screen. Hey,
Pam, 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 pam.
I don't know what is going on.
Mr. Boko is showing
Okay,
okay the
I'm not even
revenue
seeing your screen
yet.
again.
that's your network, Judy. Don't worry. Let's
No,
Oluchi.
it is. I have a problem with my system. I'm not able to connect my Wi-Fi to the laptop. I don't know what
Oh,
is happening. I'm trying to troubleshoot that.
oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah, so now I'm not even able to see your screen again.
No problem. Now, don't worry. Don't worry. Let Oluchi give it a try. Thank you, Judy. Oluchi, go ahead.
Yeah, the revenue per month for this
Mhm.
22,795 now is showing December 2023.
Thank you very much. That's the first thing I want somebody to first tell me that this year because
Then
go on. Yes.
then this one is now for January.
This one is for the
January,
month of January. So this
yes,
we can see 20 million 2001 here, 20 million 201 here. This is for the month of January.
yes, and
This is the month of February. This month of February you can
February,
see.
February, yes,
This is for the month of what is this one? March. You can
March,
see. This is for the month
March,
of what's it called?
April,
April, May,
April.
June, July, August, September, October, November. So the one for December will be in 2025. I go 2025 now, you see 23, 368.
2025.
You can see everybody. Good. So that is the revenue prior month. Now what we want to do is actually month on month, isn't it? Month on month, which we mean that what? The month of this February now, if you are currently in February, right? Month on month is what we did in January, what you did in February minus what you did in January divided by what you did in January. That's our month on month percentage. That's our month on month percentage. Do you see? Just the way we did the year on year percentage earlier, that's the same way we do the month on month percentage. So let's do it now. So how do we go about it? We'll say month on month, uh, month on month revenue percentage. Write it down, revenue percentage, so that we know there is no month on month visits percentage because we can do that as well. But month on month revenue percentage is what? Is equal to this time around. Remember, we are using divide because divide allows us to be able to divide safely and allows us to give us the ability to undo our zero cases very well. Oluchi, because of you, I'm saying that again. Now, what are we dividing? We are dividing the total revenue minus the prior revenue prior month. Now, that is the numerator, comma. What is the denominator? The denominator is the revenue prior month, comma, 0, close bracket. So, how do I go about this? I push this one down, then I push this one down, so our that is readable, and we are good. Enter. So, if I go back now, and I add that to our report now, so month on month revenue percentage, we will see that we have the percentages. Now, let's see it. So what we can do now is we can do what we need to make it in what? We need to make that in percentage. So we go back now and see 11.38% change because this was in January. This was in January, but this is what we had in December. In December 2023, we had 22 million. In December 2024, we had 20. I mean, in January 2024, we had 20 million, and we can see the way it is going. This is a real life data. Everything is not meant to be profit all the time. There will be profit, there will be loss, there will be profit, there will be loss. What happened in August? Because August is the best month of the year. Abi for Mr. Bankole. You can see now you have what more percentage in August. October, but what was October? 1st August. There's even March. It will not be very. But you understand what I'm saying, everybody. So this is now how you do the month-on-month revenue. So if you want to make this nicer, you can do a line chart now. You can see our month-on-month revenue. You can click on it like this, and you can pick what's it called? A month name. You can make it in form of line. This is how it's going to be. Month-on-month revenue. This is it. Now you can just add a this thing somewhere. You can add a parameter or anything for the year. So you can see it here and here. So we can even just make a year filter. Where is year now? This is year. We can make year a filter so that you see it as it's going to be changing month on month. Vertical list. So if I choose 2023, you see 2024, 25. Can we see? So in January it was low, but it's improved in February, it's improved in March. This is month on month percentage growth. So that is how we do that one. Now we've done that. So the date add is the powerful thing that we added. What did that date add do for us? The date add allows us to be able to change the argument. We can also do it for quarter. Are you following? You know what we did is month on month. We use -1, comma, then we pick quarter. Then we pick a month when we use date add. So if you want to do it for quarter, it will be -1, comma, then we'll pick what instead of month, we're going to pick quarter. If you want to do it for year, -1, comma, -1, comma, year. Are you following? That is how we do it. In fact, you can even do it for days. 1 week ago, you can pick -7, comma, day. That gives you for 1 week ago. So the pattern is always the number you want to shift by and the unit of time to shift in. We use month for this one because we want to do monthly trends, and this is one of the most common business reporting requirements. Is that understood, everybody? Now let me now be clear about something. So we've done this one month on month. So the next thing is what I want to explain now, which is about date add and same period last year. Now, same period last year is purposely built for us to use year over year comparison. Are you following? It will shift exactly 1 year back. It is simple, it is readable, and it is correct for the specific use case that we use it for, which is what? Year on year. But one thing about it is that it cannot go month on month, or quarters, or days. Now, that is where date add comes in. Date add is now a flexible tool that you can use when you need anything other than 1 year. So that tells you that your date add can also be used for 1 year back. You know, when we choose -1 month, we can also choose -1 year. But date add can be used for that as well. So we can do prior month, we can do prior quarter, we can do same day last week, we can do 30 days ago, we can even do 10 days ago. Date add handles all of those things. So it is more verbose than same period last year, but it is the only function that gives us enough flexibility to cover a lot of use cases. So for tonight's purpose, we actually used same period last year for our visit year on year, because that is exactly what same period last year is designed for, year over year. And we also use date add for our month on month revenue, because same period last year cannot do what? Cannot do a month on month shifting. Is that understood, everybody? So that is where we do what? We stop. So now we've done this group activity already. I did that for you already. Now let's go to rank X, because I told you we must finish this thing today. Now, what is rank X and how does it work? Rank X is actually a function that tells you about, in our context now, who is performing best at every level of the organization. So rank X is very powerful and counterintuitive until you have seen it work. You see that there's nothing there. Now, what does rank X takes? What does rank X? What does it take in? So rank X takes in three things that matters. The first one is it takes a table that it wants to do the rank over. It takes an expression that you want to rank by, and it takes a tie breaking option. In case there is a tie, how does it going to solve it? For those of us that might be familiar with Excel, we are doing something called Windows function. Has anybody here heard of Windows function before? Okay, don't worry. Come and pay for Excel and SQL class, all of you. Let me even go and do SQL class there. I've not done SQL class this year. Okay, now, so when you have a tie breaking option, which means that what we have, let's say we have two people are in second position. You know, we might not have, so in rank in SQL, we have three types of rank, or two types. We have rank, we have dense rank, we have which one again? I think rank and dense rank. Yes, rank and dense rank. So when we have normal rank, when we have, if there is a tie, what it will do is, it will do, if there is two second position, there will not be a third position. Do you understand? There will be fourth automatically, not third again. So you have one, two, two, four. But if you use dense rank, which is what is saying by the third thing that we're going to add here, the breaking option is, if you have two people with rank, what should be the tie breaking? What should be the tie? You will see. Don't worry, you see tonight when I start showing it. So now the table argument is where most people get confused. Are you with me? And that's because we are going to be using another function called all. So when we write, okay, when we are going to be writing the function, we're going to add a all function, which removes any form of filter so that every item gets ranked against the full list. Are you following me? Now let us bring this to all this I'm talking about. So you can see this dense ranking. So if two doctors tie, both get the same rank, and the next is incremented by one. So that's what we want to use. So let me put it into this thing for you so you will get what I am saying. Where is the stuff? Sorry. Good. So let's go now. Let's run. New measure. So we want to create a function called doctor rank or doctor revenue rank. So we'll call it doctor revenue rank. So what we'll do this, what does this mean? Doctor that brought in more revenue for us. Do you understand? So how do we go about it? We start by saying is equal to rank X. And so we have rank X there. So when we have X means iterative. Are you following me? So it returns the rank of an expression evaluated in the current context in the list of values for the expression evaluated for each row in that table. So what do we want to do? We're going to pick all doctors now. All doctor name. So I'm going to go back to our doctor now. So we say all first. So all is another this thing that returns all the rows in a table and ignores any filter. So when I bring what doctor and doctor name, all the doctor names. Are you following me? Are you following me? Good. Close bracket, comma. Then the expression now is total revenue. The expression now is total revenue. And then we close our bracket. So what have we done? You will see it in action now. Let me do this. Tab it, then total revenue. So all doctor name, then total revenue. So this is going to give us the rank of our what's it called? The rank of our doctors in terms of which doctors brought money in. So how do you go about that? Let me show you. So let's say we have what doctor revenue rank. You can see it's showing 1 because rank does not work with um card. Rank works with table or matrix. Are you following me? Rank works with what? Table or matrix. You show it on a table or in a matrix. So this time around I will change it to table. Give me a moment, I'm coming.
Doctor names.
Yes, I know. So we want to pick doctor names now. We go down and we'll pick doctors. Let's pick their names. So you can see we have our doctor rank. So let's go to doctor first. So we have our doctor and their rank. So we can see. So we can sort the rank now from the first. Our first doctor is this. We can even put their revenue in front of them to for us to confirm what they have done. Can we see? You can see now. Dr. Oneka Konko is number 1. The person brought 209 million. Dr. Dele Anyawu is number 2. Dr. Falmata Nwosu, Dr. Kemi, Dr. Bello, Dr. Chioma. There is no Dr. Promise Me. There is no Dr. Gladys in this class. Oh my God. Oh, there's Abdullah. Good. Abdullah now bring only 7 million. Why? Why now?
34.
Who is 34? Let me see 34. Number 34.
July 34th position.
34 position. You can see you. I see another Abdullah here, 26 position.
Very poor.
Precious. I did not see Dr. Precious. Oh. That's sad. Okay, but
So
I
this
think
data set is not complete. You have to complete it for me.
so I believe you understand what this is now. So our rank value does that for us. But there's a possibility that we have some that the number of money that they brought in might have been the same thing. So what do we then do? What do we then do? I think I noticed in my this thing as well that
Yes, you said we rank them the same, then the next one we add one.
one, no, not that one. So what I'm saying is in our formula, in our rank formula, we are using the rank. So when here I just put comma total revenue and I entered, right? We can actually come back and give it a value. What is the value? The value is going to be DESC, that is, make it in descending order, comma, then no, okay, no, total revenue, no, the value, you can skip the value, comma, then leave it in DESC. Good. Then it now asks you ties. What is the ties? The ties is what you want to do if there's a tie. So you want it to be dense. So dense like this. So what does dense mean? Dense mean that if you have two people that have the same thing, don't skip the next one. So if you have two people that are second position, don't skip three and put four. Still put four after two people doing three. Do you understand? That is what the tie does. So this is the proper way to conclude it. This is the proper way to conclude it. So if they ask me why did you skip the visit at the in this case I skip something here. I skip values because total revenue is also the value. We don't need two values here. So that's that one. That makes life easier for everybody and we are good to go on that. Perfect. So our rank is done. That's for the doctor rank. Now the second one is diagnosis visit rank. So how do we go about it? It's the same pattern. The same pattern. So we go again to our measures table. In our measures table, we add a new measure. This time around, we want to call it what? Diagnosis visit rank. So what do you want to do with diagnosis visit rank? So our diagnosis visit rank is what? Our diagnosis visit rank, we are going to do that over our diagnosis name and total visit. Right? So how do we go about it? We'd say what? Rank X again. Now our all of what? Diagnosis what? Diagnosis what now? Diagnosis name. What am I doing? We go to studio. All of our diagnosis name, close the brackets, comma, what is the expression? Total visit, comma, another comma. Then what is the rank? The rank is what? We even need to put any label. You can just leave it alone. Total visit, now close it, enter. I'll just leave it like that instead of open ourselves again or down. That was for me to just explain how it works, right? So I believe everybody understands how it works now. So this is much better. So now such that if we have our diagnosis table now, I will pick the name of the diagnosis. I will bring it up here, and then we pick the diagnosis visits. We would know which one of them people came for the most. So you can see these are the ranking in terms of total visits. Can you see? Now everybody, perfect. I like this one. I like this data set. Now let's sort it by this again. We have 1, we have 2, 3, 4. Then we have 5, 5, 5, and then we have 8. Why did we move from 5, 5, 5 to 8? Can somebody tell me? I finished this book.
So it's a tie. So
It's a
instead
tie.
of there are three,
Good.
yes, sir.
Good. Yes. Go on.
Yes, sir. So instead of like you explained before, if there's a tie, you should skip. And since it's three tiles, it skips one, two to give you instead of saying 6, 7 for the second and third, for the second and the third five, fifth position. So it went to 8, which is the DAX expression or the formula that we did. I don't know how to explain, sir.
You just explained that. You say you don't know how to explain.
So I'm just talking based on what you explained. So instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of saying 5, 6, 7. So since it's tied, there is the same fifth, fifth, fifth. So it went to 8.
Good.
So,
That's the normal ranking. So what is that the solution to it if I want it to go to 6 instead of 8?
you take out the sir. What's your question again, sir?
What if I want it to show 6 instead of
Use
8?
dense.
Thank you very
Then
much.
yes.
You use dense. Good. So I'll just go back to my DAX now. I'll put comma what? So I can say comma. The value is still comma. Then the other is, let's say, DSC, comma, then dense. So when we use dense and we enter it now, bam, what did we see happen? Now it is 5, then 6, 7, 8, 11, then 12, 13. Do we all see it, everybody? If nobody come to, those that did not come to class, you see that when you are doing all these things, they'll be wondering. These are things that you might not see it to be taught in your YouTube video anyhow. These are practical stuffs that happen to you in real time, and you'll be wondering how you're going to solve them. Are we all seeing it, everybody? So that is the second one. You need one more that you need one more rank. So we've been able to done. We did the second one is on diagnosis. I think the third one was on zone revenue rank. So let's quickly do that one. New measures. So we want to do zone revenue rank. Zone revenue rank. So what would this give us? This gives us all the rank based on what? Based on the zone. So we know the zone that is bringing in money for us. So how do you go about that? We already know that it's our rank X we are going to use. And the first thing that comes in our rank X is the table that we're bringing from. This time around, we're bringing table from where? We are using all first because we want to remove any filter that is there. So we are bringing branch branch and geopolitical zone, right? And we are closing that bracket, comma. What's our expression? Our expression is the revenue, which is going to be what? Total revenue, right? Comma. And let's just do our this thing once and for all. Descending, comma, and dense, so that we always have that at the back of our mind. Close bracket and enter. So this gives us our zone revenue rank. So if we let's delete this one, I do even need to delete it too. Let's make it smaller. This one. So let's bring now which one did we just create now? We created rank where is it again now?
Zone revenue rank.
Huh?
Zone
Zone
revenue
zone
rank.
so zone revenue rank. So let's bring it up. Our zone revenue rank, and we are taking the zone revenue rank by what? By our branch what? Geopolitical zone. So these are the geopolitical zones of our ranking, like this, and we can just do this like this. This gives us our rank, and then we can also put our total this thing in front of them, total revenue, right in front of them. Nobody send you this work. I give you a stable. Why are you changing it for me? Power BI. You know the year word. So you can see now. These are zone revenue rank. So we have Southwest bringing 303 million, North Central, South, Southeast, Northwest, Northeast. So this is our revenue rank. As simple as that. If you look at it, we have solved all these questions with that. We've not done any form of visualization. Unlike before that you will be doing visualization, you now be drawing this. You say, oh, God, what's that? Okay, so let's look at the DAX again. The zone revenue rank. We have all of what? All of the branch geopolitical zone, then the total revenue, then descending, we skip one, then descending and dense. So that is what? That is the DAX for zone revenue rank. As simple as that. Now, so we have done all of that. Let's see what else we have to do. I've done all this. Then, so now sometimes you might need to filter to show top performance. So this is where our rank X becomes analytical powerful rather than just being intermediate. Are you following me? So we can add a table visual now that says, okay, let's add a table for doctor name, branch name, total revenue, and the doctor revenue rank. So you are going to see some it in action now. Maybe that's going to be our first this thing. I think this is the table that goes there. Doctor name, right? Doctor name, and what did I say again? Doctor name, branch name. So we have doctor name here. So let's pick the branch of that doctor. What's the branch of the doctor? The branch, so that would be branch name, right? So doctor name, branch name. So doctor name, branch name. What else? Doctor name, branch name, total revenue. Okay, this total revenue
Revenue and doctor revenue.
and doctor revenue now. Perfect. So let's see it in action now. 1 minute. Here, come here. You come here. We'll give this some space. Good. Now let us see it now. See, some doctor didn't even bring in money at all. Good. Now, in this case, what has happened? What do we notice happened? Can somebody tell me what's going on? This dataset, this results. Who can tell me what they think happened or is going on?
Why is
So
15
different
million and 63
doctors
million the average same one?
rank number. Oh,
Eh?
The doctor
something
revenue is not
Oh, yeah.
the doctor. How can 15 million, 63 million, 38 million be the same ranking number one?
Ah,
is different geopolitical zones, different
ah,
doctors in each of, we have the six geopolitical political zones.
ah.
So the doctor
Okay,
rank number one for each
okay.
of those zones.
Yeah, because
Wow, wow, wow.
the doctor revenue rank is from geopolitical zone. That
Yes,
okay,
for
that's
each
it.
branch. Yes. So,
See how Enugu is stopping.
I know it's not stopping. No. How Enugu is stopping Lagos, Abi? See ya. How Enugu is
Mm-hmm.
stopping Lagos now, Abi? So you are correct what you just said, and that's what I see. I didn't say anything again because I wanted you to figure it out yourself, which you all did, right? That's what that your doctor revenue rank, because I added the before without this branch name. He did it for all of the what? All of the branches. Are you following me? But now we had is now doing it for each and every of the branch together. So you pick all the top one in all these branches, then all the top two in the second branches, and it was on like that. Now for us to now do a specific branch, what we do is we go to the filter here. In this filter here, are we following me? We can drag in the doctor revenue driver revenue rank in the visual level this thing. That's what I'm about to do. Wait, let me do this one. Because if you look all through now, we have different doctors, plenty doctors, 1 to 15. But we're interested in the number one doctors. So we look for doctor that is less than or equal to 1. If I say apply now, this will only show us the best doctors in each of the region. This is what I did. The best doctors in each of the region. No issue at all. Are you following? That is for that one. And I can remove it. Okay, what if you want to know across the region now? What are we going to do? We can add a what? We can add a slicer somewhere. You can say, okay, well, let us create a city as a filter, right? So we create a city as a filter. We have all these cities now. Please, I hope it's not boring. I hope you are getting what I'm doing. I hope it's not difficult. So let's say we pick now. All of the cities are showing, right? So let's come here. If I pick Abuja, for example, now. So these are the doctors, the top performing doctors in Abuja. If I pick Enugu, Enugu now, you can see there are even some doctors in Enugu that didn't even bring money for us. Waste of doctors. Can you see them? They did not bring money for us. Kano too, Lagos. Can you see them? Maiduguri, Port Harcourt.
They're just us collecting free money without generating revenue for the nah eh.
No, no, it might not be like that. It might be that they are actually working
It's not
under.
possible.
It might be that you see that's the wrong this thing now. We did not look at the data properly to confirm something. Look at this person here, Abubakar Ibrahim. Let's go to Abuja. Maybe we'll have Abubakar Ibrahim there. See him here, Abubakar Ibrahim. Did you see? He has money. But if you go to Enugu, his name is showing as well in Enugu, but he did not bring money. So it's possible that those doctors are some of them can be traveling from one hospital to the other. You get it now. So don't do this thing now. So now when we look at so now for this one, if you want to show only the top performing, let's say 5 doctors. You see what I did that time? We can do just our rank is less than or equal to what? Less than or equal to 5. So we have the best 5 across each any place that we choose. We have the first 5 now, only 1 to 5. So if I pick Abuja, I'm going to see the best 5 doctors. Enugu, best 5 doctors. Kano, best 5 doctors. Lagos, best 5 doctors. Maiduguri, best 5 doctors. Port Harcourt, best 5 doctors. You can see, as simple as that. Do you all understand? So,
Yes, sir.
mhm. So let me conclude. So we've done all this as well. Then which zone generates the most revenue? I think we did that already. The zone that generates the most revenue was where? The geopolitical zone that generates the most revenue. You can see some is filtered because this city is in Port Harcourt now. We filtered that other guy. But now this is it again. So we had the zone that generated the most revenue. You can see. And you can see all those things. As simple as that, we have already finished our work already safe before we start editing. So it is easy for us to do all this because our zone is showing. Now, if you look at the average bill per this thing by total revenue, let's now bring that average bill back now. Average bill per visit. Why do we have two average bills by visit? Is there a reason we had two? What's the other one?
We have to use two different methods, two different that.
Two different methods, okay. So now you can see we have the average bill per visit. The average bill per visit is supposed to be in Naira too, Abi. Was it not supposed to be in Naira? Average
Yes,
bill
sir.
per visit is the total revenue, so it's supposed to be in Naira. That's a gonna put dollar there. I know. Go back to Naira. Perfect. Good. So this is the average bill per visit now across each of them. So on the average, somebody in the southwest will spend 69,000 naira compared to somebody in the northeast who will spend 16,000 naira. Do you all see that? So that is how all this thing now. You can see how all of them come up together. Ah, data is very sweet when you know what you're doing. Okay, so let's see. I think that's the last part of our class. So your own assignment is for you to solve all this, right? I have given you the solution to all of them already, right? So I've given you how to do that. you have the DAX already. Just for you to solve it. So I'm going to copy it now and I'm going to send it to the chat so you can copy it and put it. I will not send it to the WhatsApp. So I've sent it to the chat so you can copy it and put anywhere you want to put it. So and then you post your assignment, the solution to each of them. So I think we are done with that, and thank you very much. Now, to round up our class, we've been able to build all these measures. We started with total revenue, total visit, average bill per visit, total patient, inpatient, outpatient, average LOS, patient outcome rate, revenue, visit per year, visit year-on-year growth, revenue per month, revenue month-on-month growth, doctor revenue, diagnosis revenue, zone revenue. All these things that we have built, these are like 13 measures that we built across two sections, starting with the first 8 on the foundation side, and 5 with time intelligence, which is the revenue year to date, visit prior year, and the rest, and also the ranking measures. We're able to do that. Now, our DAX layer is complete now. Now the next thing is for us to now build the visuals. Everything that we have done on session 4 and session 5, we're now going to start to put it in a chart, in a card, in a table for us to build our full dashboard. So what do I want you to do before next class? Before next class, I want you to please, as much as possible, try to um, finish all the measures. If you are not able to conclude it tonight, by the special grace of God, I will upload it tomorrow morning, the video, so that you can watch it. Now, put everything, make sure every measure is formatted properly. When I say formatted properly, so that you not have headache. Because some of you, it's easy for you. You can see when we did average bill earlier, it was not in the right format. It was showing you, let me add this one to now. This is what it was showing before. It was showing this, and there is no naira there. So make sure that you add your naira as well. Place where you have to have naira, add your naira there. Place where you have to add percentage, add percentage there. Are you with me? So you make sure you do all these things before the next class. The ones that are supposed to be stored as number, make sure they are stored as number. Secondly, the answer to your questions that you did in your BRD. I'm very sure one way or the other now you will see how it is to have all those things. Those response to those questions, go and be looking at it from your own data, because those are the answers that are going to become the narrative for your own dashboard, the one that you yourself you sent to me. Are you following me? So if there is anyone in your dashboard that the answer is not there, you should let us know. We'll look at it together next class. If it's for us to build a DAX or anything, we'll look at it together. So because these answers are your narrative, so every page should make one of these answers visible at a what? At a glance. The third thing I want you to do is I want you to review your wireframe training that we did with Madam Ofiat, because on Thursday we are going to be building a wireframe together. We are building a wireframe together on Thursday. Now, I want you to, in your own separate, different minds, create a layout in your mind, how you want it to show. Because our Thursday class is report design 1. We are going to come to the canvas now. This page 1 to page 4 is useless. We are not using for anything. So we start from page 5. I'm only keeping it because of our DAX this to confirm the DAX. You can see how it is taking time now. When you suppose just do Power BI, don't just do Power BI like that. Start, do everything you do. We started by extracting our data, then we worked on transforming the data, then we worked on modeling the data, then worked on creating our measures, creating our DAX, our calculated column, calculated table, everything. We did all that. Now we are going to the visualization, the report design part. So the clean data is there, the validated model is there, the complete measure is there. Now we want to do the wireframing so that we are going to come together to build the first version of our BankyHospital dataset. And I'm so happy, to be sincere with you, that we've made it this far. I don't think I've ever done any dataset publicly like this, the way I'm doing this one now. And I'm happy, and I'm sure that we are all learning. Abi, we are not learning at all. I'm sure you are learning as well, each and every of this process. So Thank you very much. So I'm going to be doing all that, and that will give the wrap of our sessions today, right? So we have now built the complete analytical layer on a real hospital data set that spans across the 6 geopolitical zone of Nigeria. Now, we have 3 years of patient data across 12 departments and 50 doctors. This is not a real, this is not a tutorial, anything. This is a real analytics project that you can put in your, what's it called, in your data set, in your portfolio. Are you following? So, see you on Thursday. The recording is going to be on YouTube very shortly. If you have any questions, ask on the YouTube channel or put it on WhatsApp. We grew together. Thank you very much, everybody. I remain myself, Abdullah Bankole, and see you next class, same time, same venue. Thank you very much, and do have a wonderful evening, everybody. Bye bye.